Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Saturday, the 2nd of July 2022. Today's Millwall news, big day for Gary Rowett. Why is that? Because he signed a new contract. So Millwall manager Gary Rowett signs a new contract. Millwall manager Gary Rowett signed a new contract. The Lions boss has been in charge since succeeding Neil Harris at the SE16 club in October 2019. Millwall have not specified the length of his new terms. Rowett has steered the South Londoners to 8th, 11th and 9th place finishes. Millwall went into the last fixture of the 21-22 championship campaign still in the hunt for a playoff position. The 48-year-old has presided over 137 matches, the most in his managerial career aside from Burton Albion, which was his first post after hanging up his boots. Rowett is the 15th longest serving boss of those in either the Premier League or EFL. More to follow. Okay. So yeah, he signed a new contract. Apparently, this is kind of a similar situation with Jed Wallace. They offered him a contract. Apparently, this is all rumours. This is like you're hearing things behind the scenes. They offered him a contract and he didn't sign it. And then there were rumours that he applied for the West Brom job and the Sunderland job. Rumours, but that was coming from their side, not from our side. So from the other clubs, they were saying that the fans and people in the know of those clubs saying that he had done that, but nothing materialised. And what ended up happening was John Berylson is spending a lot of his money, because it's his money really, buying some very good players to try and improve on that 8th place finish. So we don't know how long the contract's for. We don't know if there's if there's any kind of exit and what the terms are on that exit, if compensation and whatnot. Is this Millwall making a move to make sure that Gary Rowett stays? Is this Gary Rowett trying to improve his situation? To point to what he's done at the club, finishing 8th, finishing 11th, finishing 9th in the second tier of English football, and saying, how about a new contract? But we don't know. But he's staying. I did show in a previous video the Millwall History website, where he's getting to the 3 seasons is about. I pulled up the list of the managers, the ones who are longest serving, and three seasons is a long time. There's not many who go past that. The ones who have gone past that are the ones you can name, the big ones, you know, and the ones who are kind of Millwall through and through. So there's not many managers who've done more than 3 seasons. So we don't know how long the contract is, but or if it's a rolling one or what they're doing. But he is so they say he's managed 137 Millwall matches, and he's literally got, what is that, 5 more games to go until he's, or 6 more games to go until he's managed more games at Millwall than he has at any other club, which was Burton Albion, 142. So this is his longest job as well. So that probably speaks volumes. Not only that, but he is a manager before. He did bail out of places to improve himself. He went from, was it Burton to Birmingham, Birmingham to Stoke. Well, they fired him there, but that's because they wanted to bring in Zola. How did that go? Exactly. But he did bail out Derby because he could see what was on the horizon. So the fact that he signed a new contract and he seems to want to stay should fill Millwall fans with some positive vibes, because he doesn't want to leave. And he's a manager who has left various clubs before. So the fact that he wants to stay is encouraging. But here's the thing. Massive expectations on his shoulders this season. We've just broken our transfer record for attacking player that he wanted. He wanted him last season and didn't work, and he's got him this season. More and more of the signings that he makes are now coming into the team, making it his team. You know what I mean? So this is very much Gary Rowett's team now. There are some players from Neil Harris's era at the club, but more and more players are Gary Rowett signings. So this is his Millwall team. So what can his Millwall team do, especially this season? Like I said, a lot of expectations on him, on the team, so what are the expectations? Do we expect top 6? Do we expect to improve on what he's done previously, which is 8th? So do we expect 7th? But here's the thing: 7th is nothing. 7th isn't in the playoffs. 7th, you might, if you're going to finish 7th, you might as well finish 17th. Like, there's no point. You're still not in the playoffs. There's a very hard line between success and failure, and that line is the dotted line that goes in the table between 6th and 7th place. If he doesn't finish in the top 6, I mean, are we going to have an issue here? Now it seems stupid saying that. It's like, because we're Millwall, like, just being in this league is decent, but we've established ourselves. We've had 3 top half finishes in the second division of English football in a row. Surely that's good enough. What more do you want? So to have a 4th one in a row, as long as we finish in the top half, in the top 12, what's wrong with that? But we're spending all this money, and that does raise the expectations. So is this Gary Rowett getting ahead of the expectations and just hedging his bets? Because if these players don't hit and they don't gel and they don't succeed and Millwall don't succeed on the pitch, he's now got security there in case he is looking to get fired. If it does go horribly wrong, which I don't think it will, but you never know. So moving on to more from this. This is from news@den.co.uk, and it's some quotes from Rowett's recast interview. So, togetherness, Millwall's Gary Rowett on the new deal. Gary Rowett is pleased to be able to continue his ambitious work at a unique club, Millwall, after signing a new contract ahead of his 4th season in charge. Rowett took over from Neil Harris in October 2019 and led the Lions to 8th. In his 2 full campaigns in charge, Millwall finished 11th, and last season took their top 6 challenge all the way to the final day of the season before ending up 9th. Rowett highlighted the togetherness at all levels of the club as he spoke about his new contract on Millwall's recast platform. It's great that the club want me to keep growing what we've done and continue the development that we've had, Rowett said. There have been very few managers over a long period of time. It shows how John, the owner, likes to operate. And I think we built in a nice progressive way from the day I walked in. We've always tried to elevate our ambitions every season. We've always tried to improve what we do every season. And hopefully people have seen the team play just slightly differently and continue to get better and better. We've had 3 consistent seasons, but we want more. That's our aim. I love working at the club. I've enjoyed every minute of it so far. I came here because I know what a unique club it is. I know how unique our fans are. Last season was fabulous to be part of, and of course, London is an incredible city. So really pleased to be able to continue that work. Rowett has repeatedly spoken about how he wants the club to be ambitious and not settle for punching above their weight around the middle of the championship, which is what I just said. So there are a lot of fans that are saying like why getting upset that you're not like in the top 6? Like we're Millwall, we should just be happy to be there, especially with our average crowd is one of the lowest in the league. But our home form is incredible because the fans are incredible, make a lot of noise, very intimidating. But in terms of money and assets that we can get from the fans to pump in the team, other teams have that advantage on us. The Lions have broken their transfer record this summer to sign Dutch midfielder Zion Fleming and also signed Benica Fabian George Honeyman, who Leeds defender Charlie Cresswell set to follow. Rowett added, "It's difficult when a team comes out of League One and your first thought then is to try to solidify in the Championship. I spoke about it quite a lot since I've been here. Maybe our feeling was always to look down and see if we can make sure we don't get dragged into those positions." Yeah, the first things first is how quickly can you get to the 50-point mark, because that's the basically safe from relegation mark if you get 50 points. For us, it's been trying to switch that and show what a good side we are, what good players we've got. We say to the players we've worked hard and deserve to be towards the top end of the table. That's what we aspire to do. It's not always going to be possible. There are spells in the season where you're not going to where you're not doing what you wanted to do. But we have a real hunger and desire about this group. Even little things like the training ground. The club has supported a lot of the improvements we've tried to make. Staff in the club have supported a lot of the way we've tried to move forward with different support for the players. Yeah, like literally every week you see there's a new job advert for this, for that. So that's obviously what they're trying to do. That's coming from Gary Rowett, trying to improve the support system around the players. We're very united at the moment. There's a lot of togetherness between all the layers, the team, the staff, the board, the owner. That's only going to be positive for this football club. Notice he didn't say fans there. He didn't say fans. But yeah. But here's the thing. We had, I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd best home form in the league. It was our away form that was absolute dog shit. That is the problem. That you need to fix that. That's the obstacle. What are we going to do? We're going to go through it. We're going to go around it. We're going to dig under it. Well, how do we get through that obstacle of our away form being shit? What can we do to fix that? What can we do? Play a certain way, play in a certain formation, play differently, have a home formation, away formation, do game management for each of the individual away games, do something with the travel, let the players travel there on their own in their own cars. I don't know. What can you do? What can you do? It is a problem. It's a massive problem. If you can solve that, if we can just improve that by 15% our away form, we're going to finish in the top 6. If we can improve it by more than that, we can finish in the top 2 because we have the 3rd best home form in the league. That's simple as. So that's what needs to be done. So yeah, there you have it. Moving on now to another player being linked with Millwall. Bit of an obscure one here. So this is from the 72.co.uk. Bit of a clickbait website, but to be honest, the player they've linked us with isn't exactly a superstar. So don't know what they would get out of making this shit up. But sources Millwall and Cambridge United hiring up Dundee left back. So, what does that mean? Did we send a scout up there? Is the agent trying to get him a move? Because Dundee did get relegated from the Premiership last season. So I imagine if he had a automatic pay cut into his contract that when they got relegated, he's probably looking at his pay slips and thinking, where's all the money gone? I want the money back. So maybe that's what he's looking at. But and not only that, but for us, Millwall being linked with a player, and then Cambridge United as well, who are in, I think they're in League One. I'm pretty sure they are. So it's not exactly like it's not. Normally, it's Millwall and Middlesbrough being linked to a player. Millwall and Cardiff being linked to a player. There's Millwall and Cambridge. It's a bit weird. So Cambridge United and Millwall are among a number of English Football League clubs battling to sign Dundee FC left back Jordan Marshall. The 72 has learned. Marshall, 25, featured 30 times for Dundee in the Scottish Premiership last season, couldn't prevent his side from relegation. A fan favourite, Marshall has a year remaining on his contract at the Scottish club, but is now growing interest from a number of teams in England and in Scotland too. The 72 has been told that Cambridge United and Millwall are two sides most keen on Marshall as it stands. So the source for this is someone who told this website just randomly, like. But I suppose that's going to be an agent, yeah, or someone at Dundee. But why would Dundee? I don't know. The Newcastle upon Tyne born Marshall was on the books at Carlisle United as a youngster, but he got his breakthrough with Queen of the South. He featured 165 times in all competitions for the club before securing a move to Dundee in 2019. Yeah, we'll get on to that later. So yeah, let's have a look at his Wikipedia. So he was a youth player at Carlisle United, didn't get into the first team. Was cut from them as a youngster, and you would think, so where are you going to go after that? Well, he took the option of going up north to Scotland, just over the border, Dumfries and Galloway, Queen of the South, which is probably one of the closest clubs to Carlisle United now. But so it was at a lower level than Carlisle, got in their team. And here's what he's done. He's had 4 seasons there. Got noticed by Dundee, signed for them. In his second season there, got promoted from the Scottish Championship, had a season in the Scottish Premiership, and got relegated. And they are now back down. So they had 1 season up, and they come back down. They are very much a yo-yo club of Scotland. Dundee are. Yeah. So overall, he's had 255 career appearances in Scotland, scoring 5 goals, only 35 at the highest level. So let's have a look at his whoscored.com. He's not really that much of a standout player, to be honest. Yeah, like he's a bit average, but what is there something there that Millwall scouts are looking at that they're impressed by? Well, maybe this is it. He likes to play long balls, plays the ball off the ground often, likes to cross, does not dive into tackles. But according to them, he has no particular strengths. His weaknesses are aerial duels, passing and tackling. That doesn't sound too good, does it? And if we so you can see here, he played left back, got a rating of 6.51 for 26 games, getting 1 goal and 4 assists. He played DML slightly further forward 3 times, got 6.21, and he came on as a sub once. So if we look at the matches that he's played, match statistics, this is going backwards, so earlier in the season is down here, so this is the start of the season. Second game of the season that he played, he got a rating of 3.95 because he got sent off against Celtic. So that's not very good. That's his lowest rating. He does quite often get probably mid 6s up to 7s. Doesn't really impress that much. But these are all these numbers in the middle that you can see. So tackles, interceptions, fouls, offsides, clearances, dribbles and blocks. So you can see clearances. He got 4 clearances in the game against Aberdeen, a 2-2 draw. And then so he's very good at clearing the ball. Clearances. So are they from corners or what's happening there? You can see here the Rangers game where they lost 3-0. He has 6 clearances. So how bloody much would have scored if it wasn't for his 6 clearances there. But like they say, he doesn't tackle much, and he doesn't. The most tackles he's got in one game is 3. It looks like in the Hearts he had 3 in the Hearts 1-1 draw, and he also got 2 interceptions. So he intercepts the ball and he makes clearances. You can see in the Livingston game, 0-0, he intercepted the ball 5 times. So not really a tackler, but very good at clearing the ball and interceptions. So pretty good at reading the game. He's one of those who sits back, closes down the play, seems, and then intercepts the ball and clears it. So he's probably good at intercepting moving balls, not tackling players and whatnot. But he's not really impressing that much at the end of the season. When they needed something, he got a 7.08 and a 7.49. In terms of going forward, what does he do going forward? Not much. Really not much. Yeah, there's not really much there, is there? Shots, assists, goals, very bare. Key passes, a few, but not crazy. In terms of passing, assists, you can see, what was that, 4 assists in that season. His passing accuracy, PS percentage is quite frankly atrocious. That's probably because of the long balls. It's all over the place from 40s up to 80s. So you can see here, so he got 80% off of 25 passes, and then he got 46.4 for 28 passes, and that's against the same team, the Burnians. Weird. Okay. The long balls, he does love a long ball. You can see the row on the right hand side. These are all long balls he's had in the game. Yeah, just a bang average player though. Is there something there that we can get out of him? Don't know. I'm not too honest to be. I'm not too sure to be. He's going to be 26 this year. I don't know. Maybe there is, or maybe there isn't. I don't know. But talking of Scotland, we have this from this website. It's called ibroxnews.com. But I'm only showing you this because the actual main story is from the Athletic and it's behind a paywall, so I can't show you that. So I'm not subscribed. Rangers agree to pay £100,000. As long as it's English pounds and not that Scottish money with all the funny people on them, different colours, I don't mind. English pounds, please. For Zak Lovelace, a transfer done. Rangers have agreed to pay Millwall £100,000 in order to get the deal for Zak Lovelace over the line. So this is probably to make sure it doesn't go to arbitration or whatever, wherever it goes. I don't know who deals with it, Court of Arbitration for Sport or whatever, the FA, the Scottish FA or the FA, I don't know. The London club will due a cross-border compensation fee with a striker yet to sign professional terms at the Den with a move to Ibrox now all but done. And then they talk about some other bullshit about Rangers, but I don't really care. So writing in his latest column in the Athletic, Campbell shared the details of the deal that is now basically done and dusted ahead of the new season. Here's the quotes from the Athletic. Zak Lovelace, who became Championship side Millwall's second youngest ever player last December when he made his debut at aged 15, is set to join the ranks of Rangers' new recruits in a deal for around £100,000, he wrote. While they are set to sign Cameron Bell, blah blah blah, I don't care. So yeah, bargain. Even if this one doesn't work out in the future, it wouldn't matter that much. But it might matter to young Zak. But what you gonna do? And not only that, but the wages they're giving him, how quickly is he going to get to a level where he can be used in the first team? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? How long are you gonna wait? Quite a few young players are at clubs until they're around 22, 23, right up to the edge, and then they get let go because the teams are under 23s. So once you age out of that, it's like you got to make it or break it, and if you're not there by 22, it's like, what are we doing here? Yeah, bit of a weird one, sad. You get the feeling that he's going to go the way of players like David Amu and Connor Wilkinson, but what can you do? It's his decision. It is what it is. £100,000. I mean, better than nothing. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.